So you want to know more about a gated community in Delray Beach? Well, you've clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to give you an extensive tour of this gated community called Sherwood Forest right here in Delray Beach, right off of Atlantic Avenue. If you don't know Atlantic Avenue, you need to know Atlantic Avenue. In fact, we're not going to talk really Delray Beach. I have another video. You can click up there in that corner and watch that extensive video, pros and cons of living in Delray Beach. But today we're talking gated community here, Sherwood Forest. We're gonna take you inside this clubhouse, show you all the amenities, then we're gonna take you into two different homes in this neighborhood, one on the lower side, one on the higher side. And then if you stick around to the end of the video, we're gonna talk HOAs, the Homeowner Association. No! You don't need to be afraid of them. We're gonna talk through it, and I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I love homeowners associations and why you should too. So without further ado, I go by the name Just Josh Grant. Let's go in and check out this clubhouse. All right, as we make our way in here, this clubhouse isn't even a year old yet, but let's step through these doors. Look at this big entryway. I wish you could smell the place. It smells so new and clean. This right here is the club level. You can rent this out for parties with just a security deposit. You got a full functioning kitchen, little living room here. Some people were watching TV in here. This is the fitness center, getting some nice usage out of it, all brand new equipment. Let's make our way out the door here and look at the pool. Great outdoor patio furniture. As we pan around, you got nice umbrellas, places to sit in the water and on the side. Then you got this great little grilling area with 2 grills over here, and finishing it off with a nice little playground. All right, so a little slight tangent. I can't talk about Sherwood Forest without first talking about the Enclave. This community over here, very interesting. This is a new community because it sat on an old abandoned golf course that was owned by Sherwood Forest. They sold that land and it has been recently developed. The last homes were constructed in 2025. We're gonna give you a quick look of some of these homes. We're not gonna do an extensive video on this community because this is a whole nother video, but it's important to note that the homes in this community here are selling for roughly around 1.2 million, and they have access to that beautiful clubhouse that we just took you inside, but they only have access to that clubhouse. And the HOA in this community is now setting at $795 a month. So what's the HOA in Sherwood Forest? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's $333 a month. And beside the clubhouse that I already showed you, you get this swimming pool with a hot tub, along with basketball, pickleball, and tennis courts. All right, let's get inside the first home inside this gated community in Sherwood Forest. All right, so this home actually closed in August of 2024 for $590,000, but there's another home this exact same square footage and layout that recently closed for $925,000. Now, the 925 was in better condition than this one. And I don't have video of that one. I have video of this one, but this just goes to show you appreciation over the next 2 years. These people got a steal on this place for $590,000 because it had a roof from, I want to say 2022. Now you see everything inside was pretty much original from the early 1990s. These cabinets, the appliances, everything you see down here. There's a half bath down here. Look at this, there's even a wallpaper up here. And this is what's really common in Florida, ugly, old, and outdated. As we make our way in here to the living room, and you had a large screened-in patio there outside. This down here is the primary bedroom. The backyard was really nice, had this gigantic tree out here. You can see this situation with the windows was in really bad shape. I showed this house to multiple people, and I was begging somebody to buy this because I thought it was a fantastic deal. It was listed at $614 and closed for $590. And now we got houses trying to push $1 million in here. You see the bathroom? It was all original. I call these the seashell sinks. You had this tub over here. I've seen people rip out this tub and add just a big shower to this area over here. Or they put a freestanding tub there and just use this as the shower, which is currently located here. Leaving the primary bedroom, let's make our way back here into the living room. There's another exit door. And now we're back here in the living room, giving you another view and scope here. We're gonna go check out the upstairs. Full carpet on the stairs. It's such a great floor plan. There's so much you could do. Now let's make our way into guest bed number 2. And then we're gonna turn over here and see the Jack and Jill bath. You got a tub shower combo going on over here with the windows. Love the windows and showers. Makes the place feel bigger. There's your seashell sinks. Man, I can't say that word. So this is bedroom number 3. Then we'll make our way out here to the loft. Keeping in mind, this one closed in August 24 for $590,000. Now we're heading over to house number 2, but there was a closed sale that there is no video or photos of that closed for $925. That was the same exact square footage of what we just saw. So full disclosure, this is actually my listing. Just came to market a little over a week ago, and it's listed for $1,100,000. As we make our way down the side here, you have a full home generator powered by gas. You have this side yard over here, and then we're going to make our way into the front door, and we're gonna be greeted by Kevin. Say hi to Kevin. You have, this place is fully redone. There's that electric fireplace. That is one of those painting TVs on the wall there. You got huge vaulted ceilings. It's being sold fully furnished, full impact windows. Roof is from 2024. You have a guest bath over here on this side. Making our way into the primary, you have an outside little patio area out there. And then here is the double vanities with the freestanding tub, dual shower head. Check out this closet, all built-ins, plenty of storage, goes up really high, and a safe in there as well. Now making our way out of the primary, we're gonna come back in here through the living room. We're gonna see Kevin again. And then this is a fully opened up kitchen. They completely changed the setup in this home. But these are all wood cabinets. You have a reverse osmosis under the sink, stainless steel appliances, and even a koi pond over here, which you can't really see that well with the reflection, but it's there. Beautiful koi pond. Great appliances, stone backsplash. Again, being sold fully furnished. We're gonna take a peek out here out the back window, and you're gonna see the fountain that's out there. Here's the pool. This is a saltwater filtration pool with the jacuzzi, heated, so you can use it all year around. Not that it gets cold in Florida, but hey, it gets cold during the winter. There's the fountain out there, beautifully landscaped and manicured, fenced in area. Now coming back inside, say hi to Kevin again. Show us the way, buddy, show us the way. And then we're gonna go upstairs. There's all these custom rails here. This is definitely not standard in homes in this neighborhood. The air handler is up here. This is guest bed number 1, again being sold fully furnished. And then we're gonna go into the Jack and Jill bath here. All new vanity, no seashell sinks. I can't say that. You know what I'm trying to say. Here's the full shower with the window. You know, I love windows. Look at that view out there. And then we're gonna open up this side door here and go into the other bedroom. This is obviously the baby's room. And then we're gonna come back out to the loft area for one last look of the living room. Now let's talk HOAs, also known as the Homeowners Association. You don't need to be afraid of it, really. But actually, before we get into that, if this video has been helpful and you want to reach out to me directly, I'm going to put my contact information right here. Did you take a screenshot? Did you pause the video? Go ahead. All right, back to Homeowners Association. So what is included in Homeowners Association? Reason number 1 for loving living in a homeowners association is exterior maintenance. As you see, all of these homes here are beautifully painted. Why is that? Because it's not on your dime. That's included in your monthly dues. Every 7 years or so, they're gonna paint your house for you. They're also gonna pressure wash your roof. They're also going to trim your bushes. They're gonna cut your grass. You don't need to have a lawnmower here in Florida. They're going to pressure wash the sidewalks, the gutters along the side here. They're gonna make sure that all the lights are working in here, because these are not city lights, these are community lights. And they're gonna maintain the sidewalks and the gates and all of that. Exterior maintenance, huge reason for loving living in a homeowners association. Reason number 2 for loving to live in an HOA community is the clubhouse and amenities. We already showed you extensively everything that this clubhouse has to offer, but a beautiful pool that you don't have to take care of. That's a reason in itself to love living in a homeowners association. Reason number 3 why you'll love living in a homeowners association is something that you probably never thought of, but it is master planning. So let me tell you, this right here looks just like a drain, but it was put here with a plan and a purpose, because here in Florida, these communities, they raise the ground that these homes are built on, and they add those beautiful lakes. So those lakes weren't put there by nature, they were put there by man with a plan and a purpose. These roads were put here before any of the homes in this neighborhood were getting built, so that these drains don't just go to a big hole in the ground, they actually drain out to the beautiful lakes that they made. You're not going to run into any flooding problems because the beautiful lakes are there for form and function, and it works well during those extremely rainy months that we have during the summer. So reason number 3, master planning of why you'll love living in a homeowners association in Delray Beach. Lastly, homes in Sherwood Forest were built between 1989 and 1990, but if there's anything else that you may have thought of that I didn't mention, you can reach out to me in the comments, or you can reach out to me with my contact information right here. There it is again. Did you take a screenshot? All right, that wraps up this video. Until next time, this is your best friend that you didn't even know you had, Josh Grant. Peace.